Episode 34, Preparing the Pavilion Site, Working with the Land. Hey there, my eco-savvy friends. Welcome back to EcoAlchemy, the channel where DIY dreams and sustainable living come to life. Thanks for tuning in as we take yet another exhilarating step towards building a thriving high-desert homestead. If you're new here, I'm thrilled you've joined the adventure. For those who've been along for the ride, you already know that every choice we make brings us closer to harmonizing with nature while creating a resilient, self-sustaining lifestyle. Today, we're focusing on the heart of this homestead, the pavilion. Far more than just a structure, this centerpiece will tie together all the systems: water collection, shade, workspace, and yes, even our living quarters. But here's the twist. Approaching this project isn't about bulldozing the land and bending it to fit our needs. It's about respecting the terrain, every tree, every rock, and working with the natural contours to create something truly remarkable. Oh, and if eco-friendly homesteading makes your heart skip a beat, don't forget to share this with a fellow Earth lover, and of course, subscribe to keep the good vibes going. Ready? Let's get started. Here's the deal. Nature has been doing its thing long before we came along, and I believe the best results come when you embrace that. This isn't about fighting the land or imposing some grandiose vision. It's about observing, understanding, and adapting, letting nature be the teacher. That doesn't mean the process is easy, of course. It means taking time to walk the property, get to know its quirks, and lean into its rhythm. Trees or large shrubs, they stay. Open spaces that seem to call out for life and energy, that's where we'll work. Even the small rocks or wild desert plants I come across. These aren't inconveniences to discard. They're part of a living ecosystem. If something doesn't fit the pavilion site, I find it a new home close enough to continue thriving. Think of it this way, our goal is balance. By preserving the native beauty of this high desert landscape, we set up a foundation that will work seamlessly with nature for years to come. Alright, so what exactly makes a spot perfect for this pavilion of ours? You might think a flat, empty stretch of property is enough, but there's so much more to consider when building sustainably. I'm looking for a location that checks all the green boxes. Elevation, the highest point of the property, is key. Why? It prevents flooding and allows rainwater to flow naturally downhill into our pond, swales, and planting zones. No culverts, excessive excavators, or major disruptions needed, that's the aim. Water flow. Have you ever stood outside and watched how rainwater moves over the land? It's fascinating. Observing these patterns here means we can design the site to complement that flow instead of fighting it. Sunlight and shade. The pavilion roof will collect precious rainwater, so good sunlight is a must. But life isn't all about beating hearts under scorching skies. Taking advantage of nearby shade trees adds a cooling touch that's perfect for the camper, workspace, and surrounding plants. Accessibility. This is going to be the homestead's hub, so it needs to bring everything together. I've been pacing here and there, visualizing paths that lead naturally from the camper to the workspace, water systems, and beyond. The layout practically designs itself when you listen to the land. Finding the right spot is like hearing nature whisper. This is it. It's about a connection, practical, yes, but also deeply harmonious. Now that I've scouted the site, it's time to roll up my sleeves. Okay, maybe just sunscreen at the ready, and prepare this land for its new guest. Here's the plan, simple but sustainable. Marking the spot. First, I'll mark the footprint of the pavilion using stakes and string. This step lets me double-check that the structure will align with all the natural contours. And honestly, it's a satisfying moment, seeing the vision begin to take shape. 2. Relocating obstacles. Next come those small yet vital elements, rocks, shallow-rooted plants, and other natural features in the way. The goal is thoughtful relocation, not destruction. After all, everything deserves a second chance to thrive somewhere nearby. 3. Checking the foundation. This isn't some heavy-handed job with slabs of concrete. Instead, I'll gently tamp the ground around where the post holes will go, ensuring solid and level support. Small tools, gentle care, and staying attuned to the land. That's the name of the game. So yes, the process might seem straightforward, but the intention makes a world of difference. Every step reflects my commitment to building something lasting and earth-friendly. Here's the part that gets me really excited. The pavilion is like the spark that ignites a whole system of incredible possibilities. It's the piece that links everything together, from rainwater harvesting to creating chilled spaces in the heat. Picture this. When it rains, the pavilion's roof becomes a powerhouse for collecting water, redirecting every drop into reservoirs and planting zones. Its shade will make my camper livable during hot summer days, keep the workspace inviting, and even cool nearby plants. Every corner of the homestead will thrive, feeding off this small but mighty centerpiece. And the beauty of it all? It doesn't just focus on practicality. With every shade cast and every drop of water redirected, this structure will hum with harmony. That's the inspiration, finding ways to build systems that nurture the land and each other. Okay, I'll be real with you. This is the part where we talk about tricky terrain. High desert soil isn't without its challenges. It's rocky, loose, and sometimes sandy. But hey, that's just another opportunity to get creative and eco-smart when tackling these hurdles. For example, if the ground feels too sandy or unstable, I'll bring in some gravel or mulch to firm it up without harming the surrounding area. If my chosen spot has a slight slope, well, minor touch-ups like clearing debris or leveling get the job done. No bulldozers here. Challenges like these remind me that sustainable living is about adaptability. Making small adjustments honors the environment while creating something built to last. Every small step takes me closer to bringing this vision to life, and sometimes I pause just to enjoy how good progress feels. Prepping the pavilion site isn't just about laying down stakes. It's the first step in an interconnected system meant to grow, adapt, and exist in harmony with the desert's natural beauty. In our next episode, we'll be diving into the intricate details of designing the pavilion. We're talking functionality, aesthetics, how it all ties into the homestead's grand plan. You won't want to miss it. In the meantime, don't forget to show this journey a little love. Click that like button, share this video with your eco-enthusiast friends, and hit subscribe to stay a part of this amazing movement towards sustainability. Together, one thoughtful step and one creative idea at a time, we're proving just how much is possible when we dare to dream green. Thanks for sticking around, Eco Family. Let's keep building the dream. See you next time on EcoAlchemy.